Hey all you little stinkers, we have some unfortunate news you may have already caught wind of. Rooster Teeth, our parent company, is closing its doors, so you may wonder, what does that mean for Tales from the Stinky Dragon? Well, to be completely candid, we're not sure right now. We have a bit of time, and we will luckily be able to keep making more episodes for the time being. Something I want to stress more than anything is that we love making this show. We're so grateful for all of you who have supported it, shared it, drawn fan art for it, became part of this amazing community. It has meant the world to us. There are still a lot of unknowns, but what we do know is we want to find any possible way to keep making this podcast and playing D&D together. We hope you'll stick with us as we figure things out and continue to be stinky with us as we navigate our direction through this. Promise we will update you when we have more news, but for now, thank you for being here. If you purchased a puppet video or audio message for Stinkyary, we will deliver on those. We don't want to leave you hanging. We're working on it right now. It's going to take us a little bit of time.
Compliments to all you kelpies. Swim on into the stinky dragon. Guzzle our latest gulp. Deep into the seaweeds. It's a mixture of drowned ginger, a grappling of lemon, faux nut milk, a slam of agave, and amphibious algae powder. One drop of this dank drink, you'll see that all wood things moss come to an end. No laughing. Previously, our adventurers were frittering away on the floor of the Thing Pick. They came upon a cornucopia of coffins, creeped into the capillary, and probed an imprisoned Papa von Brath. Round of refreshment, let's resume this rank recollection.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gustavo Cirolo, the Dungeon Master of our future party. I'm going to hit our 4 players with an arrow.
Not me. I grab Quiffly. I put him in front of me. He takes it right to the face.
Not Quiffly.
This week's role-playing warm-up question is, what is your favorite type of cheese and why?
I'll go first. Hello, I'm Barbara Dunkelman. I play Elga von Brath, the half-elf vampire barbarian. And a little known fact, Elga does not like cheese. Any type of cheese.
No.
Because she is lactose intolerant.
What else intolerant? Yeah, what other intolerancies?
All food intolerant.
Oh.
Yeah, she don't like cheese. But, if she had to pick one, she'd probably pick Swiss because the holes are kind of cool and she could...
They're like fang holes.
Yeah, exactly. It just makes a pretty kind of picture for her. I don't know. It's a very visually appealing cheese.
I'll go next. Hey, it's Blaine Gibson, and I play Chip Haney, Tiefling Rogue, level 7. And I like my cheese like I like my knives, sharp. So I enjoy cheddar. And I also like Swiss because of the holes, as like I like my victims.
Like stabby stab.
With holes.
What about curds?
Oh, cheese curds are good. Oh, the cheese curds.
I think those
Wisconsin cheese.
might be Matit's favorite, maybe for poutine. I don't know.
Oh, no, Matit's not French
Not
Canadian.
French Canadian, it's true.
But I am John Reisinger, and I play Matty Confiseuse, the Eric Cochran ghost monk. Is picking your favorite cheese is like picking your favorite
wine.
That was good. That was very good. You stole the words out of my mouth. Yes, it is. I cannot pick. They're all perfect. They're all so fantastic. I mean, obviously, like brie is fantastic with some honey and on bread. But then, if you get some camembert or some Munster, it's perfect. All cheese.
I feel like, since Matisse says all cheese is perfect, I think Matisse would probably have a really especially soft place in their heart for like craft American singles.
Yeah, the part of your art where hell is.
That soft, squishy, hellish part of your heart.
Craft American.
It's good.
It's not bad.
It's garbage,
No, it's
but
not.
it's good. I wouldn't classify it as
I feel like
a fine cheese.
They're okay, like in a sandwich, like if you make a grilled cheese or something.
Yeah,
but
you
if
need
you're just
them for
eating it
grilled
on your
cheese.
own,
Yeah.
ugh.
I could shuffle a pack of like craft singles like a deck of cards and just eat the entire deck.
It's like plastic.
Yeah, hit me.
I'm Chris Damaris, and I play Barney Farney. I do enjoy several different cheeses. There's just cheese, which some people call Munster cheese, but in this area it's just called cheese.
Cheese, yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Oh,
yeah.
monster.
But my personal favorite is a good aged Gouda.
That's
And
my sound
just
Gouda.
because I think things always, they get better with age.
I
And they
agree,
get
Barney.
sharper.
I agree.
Yeah.
Better with age.
When you were young, Barney, there was just cheese, right?
Yeah.
There weren't like different kinds. It was just generic. It was cheese, and that was it.
Exactly. I'm so happy to have been around during the invention of aged
Did
cheese.
you used to make your own cheese, like with the barrel and the butter and I don't know how they make cheese.
Barbara's doing the butter churning motion, and I'm realizing, don't think Elga knows how cheese is made.
I have no idea.
Neither does Barbara. Guess what?
I would help with it with the cows, but Marnie was much better with cheese.
And animals.
Well, I'm pretty good with animals. I don't know if you remember Hoofer.
I remember Hoofer.
Oh, Hoofer.
He's doing so good right now out on the farm.
I need you to check up on him.
I will
Mateed.
do that both days.
in the other plane.
Yep.
I really wish y'all had left Hoofer behind in that room and just had the door closed behind you and then hear the fire kick on in the refusery. So close. I was so close to having it happen.
Technically, that was the end result.
We just didn't know.
As you're looking around trying to figure that out, everyone roll me a dexterity saving throw.
18.
11.
I rolled a 10.
The whole ground starts shaking. Mateed, you're able to keep your feet, but everyone else, falls down onto their knees onto the ground as the whole building itself seems to experience a violent tremor shaking the entire Vamp Spire. The ceiling above you begins cracking and debris starts falling, heading straight for all of you.
I never want to be arrested, but if I were to be arrested, I do want to get locked into a completely silver cage with no door, because it's just like, that's a bad dude. So like, I don't know what your dad did, but he's a bad dude.
It's almost like a Hannibal Lecter thing with the straight jacket and the mask on.
Hello, Helga.
Don't talk about my father that way. He doesn't eat people.
He's a bad dude. He's a cool guy. Look at this cool prison.
Actually, maybe he does eat people. I lied.
I was going to say, what?
That's exactly probably what he does.
All right, everyone go ahead and roll me dexterity saving throws. Avoid all the debris raining down on you.
What?
Pronounced debris.
22.
The debris.
16.
11.
19.
I just woke up. Where did the debris come from? I thought we were just
Falling
talking
from the ceiling.
I thought we were just talking to her dad.
Yeah, I know.
Then he said at the end the rocks were falling.
Everything started to shake.
Forgot that element. I must have blocked it. I already got hit. in the head.
What was your dexterity?
It was 22.
Yeah.
All right, well, I get +2 to whoever had the two least, but I think it was.
Can you give it to yourself?
I don't think I can.
Wait, I'm not seeing Mateed's roll. Oh, you did it.
Because I rolled a real dice.
Ah.
He's got the silencer equipped this week.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, not 19. 26.
Oh, gotta add. That's when you roll a real die. You have to do your modifiers on your own. All right, so everyone does pretty good except for Barney. Maybe like Barney has a pause. He has a delayed reaction compared to everybody else as huge chunks of the ceiling and the building start falling down. Everyone's able to dive out of the way. I shouldn't say save, except for Barney Farney, who gets knocked in the noggin by a particularly large chunk of stone and takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I remember everything.
Count von Brass says,
Hurry, we don't have much time.
What's happening, Father?
I'm not entirely certain. Something seems to be affecting the integrity of the Vamp Spire.
Plate tectonics. I'm very aware of these. You see, gang, underneath the Earth's crust, underneath the crust of the planet, there are these large plates, okay? And then they start to move around and they separate and then they run into each other. That's how you get mountains.
You know what?
That's how you get oceans.
Chip does have a little bit of like Bill Nye energy. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a good Bill
Yeah.
Nye host.
They call plate tectonics.
Is stuff only collapsing here in this room? Like, what's
Or does it seem to be like, the whole building.
I mean, you really can't tell since you're just in this room, but it seems like the shaking was rather larger than the room. I can say that.
Did we figure out at the end of the last episode how to get to the Belfry?
Yeah, I believe Count von Brass just told you it was in the northern portion of the Fang Pit.
Hey, you know, Glurb was built on a giant snail. Is there any indicator that something is similar here at the Vamp Spire?
Well, you all saw it from Vainia. When you approached Vainia, you climbed up a mountain, and then, you were in town. You could see the Vamp Spire was surrounded by that moat of blood. Nothing necessarily stood out that it was on a different surface than the rest of the town.
You said it was built like all around like Blackstone. Was that what it is? Bloodstone?
Yes.
Oh.
Ignis.
Ignis.
Yeah, then there was that big well that led down to someplace, and also like
That's where we did the like ritual, the thing we had to do to get into Vainia.
Well, and
Yes.
also
The
the bad guys, they got that big old rock monster. You might be able to manipulate rock.
The gems.
The gems.
Barney's gonna follow the gang, but he's gonna start casting Lamont's tiny hut as a ritual.
He's gonna start cooking it up.
It takes. I just looked it up. It takes
A minute.
We just hear him going,
Tiny hut.
Yeah. It takes I think 10 minutes.
10 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
10 minutes?
As a ritual, so it doesn't take a spell slot.
Got it.
But if we can, if it's collapsing, we could use it as a cover.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gustavo,
That's me.
when we entered the first triangular room, the one that had the opening on the southeast that went to the sepulcher,
Nice pronunciation.
yeah, I learned from the best.
Your brother?
I mean, I guess through you,
Are you
yes.
admitting that your brother's the best?
At saying sepulcher, yeah.
The best rising.
What else?
Reaching higher things than me. Probably playing all instruments.
Okay, that's enough. You can keep going.
Yeah.
What's the
Okay,
note?
so when we came into this other triangular room that led us to like the bathtub room, the bloodbath room, the chapel and all that, that was to the southwest of that first triangle.
You all entered one big triangle room. You entered like from the base at the south.
Yeah.
To the right, if you come in from there to the right in the southeast corner of that
Sepulcher.
triangle is where the sepulcher was. To the north of there was like a triangle set within the triangle, and that was the capillary.
Okay.
And then to the southwest corner, that's where the Silvern is.
And we're in the Silvern right now.
Correct.
And so he was saying go north, but north would be, unless there's a way to go north from the Silvern, we'd have to go back and go north towards where the capillary was.
Correct. North past the capillary.
No, so there's a way to get past the capillary.
Yes. It's a triangle within a triangle.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's all the way down.
It's like the Triforce, except not an upside down triangle in the middle.
Yeah.
Like if they were both facing
the
the same
Dollar
way.
Tree Triforce.
It's the TRY force.
Yeah.
Father, if we leave you here while this building is collapsing, are you going to be okay, or should we try to drag you with us?
It appears to be stable for now.
Quick, put him in the bum bag.
If nothing else, perhaps my confinement in this prison will protect me.
Can Chip slap his hand against the silver and say, "Oh yeah, that's good craftsmanship right there. This thing, hey Helga, this thing's not going
It just
anywhere."
rattles in his ears.
What?
Okay, Father, we will be back for you, I promise, and I will be here to speak for you to make sure that you do not get prosecuted.
I wish for nothing more.
Okay, although if you did do something bad, you tell me, right?
I am being punished for allowing you to leave the Vamp Spire.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well that makes it complicated.
Did we ask why?
You're not really, because
You're
they're not supposed to leave.
We said it in the oath at the top.
Right, but did we ask why he was so adamant that you were able to go to the?
Well, he had mentioned that his Elga's mother had also left.
Yeah.
And wandered around, so he felt that maybe it would be a good thing
Yeah.
for Elga to see the world as
the
well, like
world.
her mother.
Go to that peace parade
It's
on
like
his behalf.
when Kermit left the swamp in the Muppet movie to see the world and meet
Yeah.
friends, and he
Yeah.
had to fight a guy who wanted to use him to sell frog legs.
And it's because I didn't get Dracula's permission either, right? That's why.
Correct.
mission.
And
Okay.
according to Count Von Broth, Dracula's been a little weird about the rules lately.
Okay.
What's your last name?
Von Brath.
Okay, he keeps saying Van Broth.
No, I said Von Broth. And according to Count Von Broth,
Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm hearing it. Am I okay?
Van Broth is the Van Halen
Can someone take my
Campbell's
temperature?
Soup collaboration that they did back in the 80s.
I like how it's always so funny when you make up something. Like I made up Von Brath as a last name because I thought it sounded cool.
Yeah.
And it's just like, people are like, what does it mean? I'm like, oh, it's just like letters I put together.
Okay, perhaps we should head towards the capillary and get to the belfry.
Oh, and actually, I want to stick my hand in one more time and say, "Do you need a snack, Mr. Von Brath? Do you need a little snacky?"
He can't get away from you. You're really just getting on
No,
him.
no, I'm good. Thank you.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, and then I give him a thumbs up while my hand's still in the cage.
I will say Chip does taste pretty good.
I do pretty good. I worked out. I got clean eating over here, Mr. Van Broth.
I've had a little sip or two. But from his
Go on.
permission.
Take a nibble. Come on.
Fine, okay.
I do.
If you insist.
You're gonna become his battler right now.
he takes a nibble of he takes a chip of chip.
How much damage?
Well, I'll roll that. You just want to take down. Are you going to Heckish rebuke him?
No.
3 points of damage.
Ow!
Don't even think about it.
No, just kidding. Just pings.
I have a question. While he's doing that, there were you mentioned some silver chains are those attached to something? Can I take them?
I thought you all took all of that stuff last episode.
I didn't mention the chains specifically, but if there are chains, I'd love to.
Oh.
I'm going to double check, but I believe that they may be fixed to the ground as a means to restrain.
Barney, you gonna be a little Hell Rider? Huh? You gonna be a little Kratos?
A little Heck Rider.
Huh? Oh.
He starts banging the floor and a vampire comes in and he rides him.
So the links of chain, they're not attached to the floor. Rather, they're attached to the surface of the table.
Oh.
Take the whole dang table.
Well,
No.
can I just
Like unattached.
hit him out or something really quickly? Like with my, just like smash the table.
How would you want to do that? Describe. Just paint me a picture, Chris.
Yes, I will take my walker, which is very heavy in metal, and I'll lift it up and just smash the table.
Oh, so you're going to break the... Okay, I see. That's smart. Break the table to free the chain. Yeah, sure. Why not? You smash the wooden table.
The service here is terrible.
Thereby freeing the chain so you can take it.
Are there keys for it anywhere? Like nearby?
Make me an investigation check.
Like, is it like handcuffs on chains or just chains?
Just chains.
Okay.
That was a 3.
Is there someone named Alice?
I want to use inspiration.
Okay. You don't find it, but you get a divine calling that encourages you to look again.
All right, that was better. 17.
You do not find a key for these chains because they're not necessarily like they have a lock. Well, I guess they would. Yeah, they do have a lock. Otherwise, I made you do that for nothing. Yeah. No, you're not able to find a key.
I think Gus made him do that for nothing.
I'm gonna help out Barney. I'm gonna help out Barney so that it doesn't look like, this table was smashed by him. I put like one of the rocks that fell from the ceiling. I put it like on the table as if like the avalanche is what destroyed the table.
Smart.
And took the chains away.
Yeah, I don't know. Or just covering Barney's tracks.
Cool.
Also, we're totally breaking the first rule about Vampire Fight Club, which is you don't bring silver into the Vampire Fight Club.
Yeah, there's a rule specifically about it.
Yeah, Dracula
the rule about not turning my family into slaves.
Got him, Barney.
I don't know if that was ever a rule. It's kind of what we do here.
How quickly Elga's reacting to the surroundings.
Hey, sometimes you need to stick with family, okay?
All right.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Mateen, we got a boogie. Where are we going next? You seem to be the maps person.
We're going north. So we head towards past the capillary towards the belfry.
To the north.
The Norse?
The Norse
Yep,
god.
that's what Mateen's said.
You exit the Silvern and take a left, making your way to the north, like Count Von Brath suggested you do.
Or Van Broth.
Or you're breaking my brain. And
You should say VB.
Yeah.
VB.
Count VB.
And you come upon another door in the northern portion of the Fang Pick.
Okay. Is it got a doorknob?
Yeah.
Does it have a lock?
No.
Does it have a knocker?
Yes.
Does it have traps?
It has a knocker?
Yeah.
I knock.
Okay. The knocker appears to be like a bat that's carrying an animal, a goat, and the knocker part is the goat. So you lift the goat.
That's fun.
and bang it up against the door.
Accents.
How many times do you let it knock? Like 3 loud knocks?
Give us a taste of that knock.
33 times.
33 knocks. Micah, add the 33 knocks. We will insert silence
He
here.
is shaking his head.
No, we don't need to do sounds. We can talk over it. Just, hey, you really giving that? You really like that knocker, don't
It
you?
can also be like.
Yeah.
There is no response.
Okay, I've been very thoroughly checking if someone is on the other side of this door.
Try 34.
Oh, I do 34 more times.
There's an additional 34 knocks. For a total of 67 knocks.
It's weird. The scene went missing during the edit.
As you let out the 33rd and 34th knock, 3 Sferatu come walking
Oh,
up
it worked.
from the south, from the capillary area.
Oh, that's not from the door.
Yeah.
This guy is falling. What is going on?
What are you doing? This level is off limits.
I know we're trying to get away from this level.
Oh, the ceiling's falling.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said this guy.
Yeah, I heard this guy. I heard this guy.
Yeah.
This guy. I will put more space in between my
Just
words.
need a hard K, not a soft G.
Yes, we agree. You should leave immediately. Take the exit to the south.
Then they point back where you came from.
No, we took this exit.
What?
We're gonna go this way.
Oh,
How many of them are there?
3.
Oh, are these by any chance the ones who are playing hide and seek?
Let me make a roll. Let's see. I forgot about that.
They are just telling me like, I haven't started counting yet.
You found me. All right.
Go again.
I'll hide and you go.
Yeah, no, these were not the ones you were playing hide and seek with.
Would you guys be interested in playing hide and go seek?
Sink.
How are you familiar with hide and seek?
I am the guest of Elga, and we love it. It's one of my favorite vampiric traditions.
Are you dressed up like are you wearing a
I'm dressed like a Sferatu. I'm a Sferatu. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Fellow Sferatu? Yes,
yes.
of course I know what hide and seek is.
Let's see. Make me a deception check.
You've fallen right into my trap.
Please roll good.
I hope I do. Oh, wait. I thought I had advantage on deception.
Whose trap is this?
You sounded like Gentleman Troll when you did that.
He did.
Whose trap is this?
That is a 13.
Oh my god, I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
Right into a trap.
We've somehow managed to deceive these Sferatu at every turn.
I hate it.
It's so
They're not the
good.
brightest group
Well,
of guards.
meant to be.
So you were on patrol and playing hide and seek?
No, we are proposing hide and seek.
It's because me, Elga von Brath, has requested it of them.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, Mrs. Von Brath.
Mrs. When did that happen?
Madam.
Lady, well, she just found us. Now we're gonna play another game.
They're talking about her marriage
I'm not
status.
married.
Oh, sorry. I
I'm but a
misunderstood.
child.
When you said when did that happen, I thought you were like, when did you start playing hide and go seek?
No, he called her Mrs. Von Brath.
All right, we are all going to go hide while Miss Elga counts. Are you ready?
The three of them have a quick aside,
1,
and they start running.
2,
All right, open the door.
I hate you guys so much.
Yeah, you love us.
They'll never find us in here.
You open the door and you see an expansive, ornate suite decorated with ornamental wooden floor, handcrafted furniture, and decadent decor. But it appears like it's all in utter disarray.
That was sweet.
Yeah.
Does this appear to be Dracula's room?
It could potentially. It's very fancy. It's a very fancy.
It's a fancy
suite.
room, and everything is in disarray.
Yes.
Chip walks in carefully and says, hello, we knocked 67 times. Hello?
Make me a dexterity saving throw, Chip.
With pleasure. You fell right into my trap.
Who fell into whose trap?
That's a 12, but I have things that I can do.
So
Things.
If I
things you wouldn't even
failed.
believe.
Attack ships off
I've seen attack
fire. Shoulder of Orion. Do I pass that, Mr. Christopher?
Are you allowed to know?
He's got lucky.
Well, no. I have the Sneakers of the Lost Souls, and I have this thing. These shoes have 3 charges and regain 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. When you fail a dexterity saving throw,
Okay, you failed.
while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend one of its charges. So I'm to succeed on that saving throw instead. So I just flat out.
Yeah, you begin walking into the room, and your sneakers, right?
Yes.
Your sneakers begin coming down on something, and you stop at the last second. As you just ever so slightly begin crunching on some broken glass.
Oh.
And you stop at the last second. You realize you would have crushed the glass if you had continued stepping
You
that
were
way.
almost walking on.
broken glass.
Dun, dun.
Is this one of those lost songs that I've never heard
You've
before?
never heard?
You've heard it.
Who's this by?
Did I
Any
just make a
lyrics?
music reference that he didn't know?
Walking on broken glass.
Yeah. Where is this from?
It's like an 80s.
Music?
Yeah.
Who's the artist?
Annie Lennox.
He said it.
Oh, I love Annie Lennox.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Wait, like from Soft Cell?
From the Eurythmics.
Eurythmics. Why does he soft cell?
Soft cell.
Let's just move on. Wow, this glass. Hey guys.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you see that there's a broken glass in here in the doorway.
Come on, everybody, break glass.
It's a great song.
I'm just gonna write in my diary that I made a reference. Blaine didn't know.
Could I use, so I have climbing. Could I use that to kind of climb onto the wall so I'm not walking on the ground?
Not walking on broken glass?
Not
Yeah.
walking on just to kind of get over that area?
Yeah, of course.
You're just like Avina. Look at you go.
Which one is it?
Is the room
I'm blonde, okay? There's a distinction.
is the room dark? Is that why Chip didn't see glass?
Well, it's just hard to see if you're not looking. Like the room itself distracts you, right? Like people don't walk around normally looking at the ground directly in front of them.
I do. It's called anxiety, Gus. Have you heard it?
Okay, so yeah, Mateed would then also float into the room because I can float. And could I? You said everything disarray, but did you give any specifics?
I didn't. I was waiting for y'all to walk
roll
into
my
the room.
dice. That's my
Well,
dice.
I've climbed into the room.
So, amongst the disordered furnishings, you see velvet seating, a pool of blood, a disheveled desk, a dusty piano, a damaged painting, a roaring fireplace, and an iron vein rack.
You kind of like cycled through a lot of things, but one of those things is a little bit more important than the other things.
The pool of blood.
Oh, yeah, the roaring fireplace.
Look into our living room. There's a couch.
They got to be careful. They could start a
TV,
fire. A
dead
volunteer
corpse.
fire person like Chip could be very concerned.
Can I go look at the painting?
Yeah.
Can I go look at the pool of blood?
You can do
Well,
what you
one
want
will
to
tell
do.
you something. One probably won't.
You walk up to the painting. So from when you walk in, directly across on the north side of the room is where the fireplace is. And then the painting is just to the left of that, or to the west. And you see it's a marred portrait of 3 people standing side by side. All 3 are wearing red suits of armor. The person on the left is a man with a rugged frame, weathered face, but a kind smile. The next has piercing red eyes and well-groomed dark hair, which clearly portrays Count Dracula. And the third person's face has been clawed to shreds.
Oh, could I see what color hair that third person has
Make an investigation check.
with advantage?
They're all in red armor.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of
Like
cool.
Praetorian guards from Star Wars.
Whilst he's doing that, could Barney try and mend the shredded painting?
Yeah, let me deal with her, and then we'll get to that.
If you have advantage, if you roll the same thing twice, that doesn't matter.
No, it's just,
Okay.
that's it.
So it's a 12.
Oh, you get to actually combine the 2 numbers and you get about
24.
12.
But if you do it 3 times in a row, you go to jail.
Yeah.
Straight to jail.
You look, you're not able to really determine that. However, you do notice something in your investigation, Elga. When you're looking at the painting, beyond the foreground of the painting, you see that in the background there's mountains. But as you look closer, you realize that they're not mountains, they're dragons, or rather dragon carcasses lying lifeless in the background of the painting.
Whoa.
So this painting clearly depicts Dracula with 2 other men.
One with the kind
2
smile.
other people.
Two other people.
In armor.
Okay, so it's not clearly.
Yeah, it's 3
other
people, because
men.
you can't really tell.
When you were describing it, I showed John what a kind smile looks like because I believe he has never seen one in his life. So I demonstrated a kind smile.
You've met my mom.
That's right. She has the kindest smile.
So the person on the left is definitely a man.
Yeah, you said rugged,
Yeah.
kind smile.
And then there's Count Dracula, and the third person you're not sure about.
What if Elga crosses her eyes and kind of gets her nose really close to the painting and then starts pulling back?
I never saw those.
I didn't either. I hate them.
I felt like it was a trick on me.
I learned how to do it last week. I'm not even kidding. Yeah.
I never got to it. How did Mending go though?
I got headaches trying to get those things to work.
So Barney, you cast Mending on it.
Yeah.
And much to your surprise, the painting does mend.
Oh.
It all comes back together. And you get a very clear look at the third person.
Who is it?
He's wearing a helmet.
Oh my god, that's good.
But is it more clear if it's a man or a woman, or
It's
still
possibly a man, but yeah, still not very clear.
Is he wearing a name tag?
No name
I had
tag.
to ask. I had to ask.
This isn't a Walmart.
So you said red suits of armor.
Yes. Oh, speaking of which, there is a red suit of armor in here, in this room.
I should go look at it.
I would go put it on.
Do you want to? Can we go look at it?
Yeah, when you first walk in, now that you're in the room and you turn back to the entrance you walked in from, you see that the entrance itself, there's a long woolen rug that comes out from it. And right by the door where you came in from, that doorway is flanked by a cracked alabaster sculpture and a fallen suit of red armor.
That's the 2 sides of the door?
Yeah.
Does it look like the armor went on the figure? You said there was a statue?
Oh, right. There's an alabaster sculpture and a red suit of armor. It doesn't look like they're necessarily related. It doesn't seem like the armor necessarily went on the statue.
What's the sculpture?
Yeah,
of?
what's that sculpture?
Elga, you asked first. Make me an investigation check.
With advantage, because I'm looking so close. 13.
It just seems to be a generic sculpture of a person. You're not sure if it's a specific person. If it is, you're not sure who it is.
So I don't recognize it.
Can I also investigate?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Could Barney look and see at the armor and see if there's any sort of notice anything magical about it? He wears armor, so I feel like he.
I got a 21 on that investigation, by the way.
Yeah, it just seems no one you would know specifically, Chip. And what does that mean? Just so I'm clear, what does that mean, Chris?
Well, I guess he's trying to determine, is this just basic red armor, or is there any sort of magical abilities potentially to it?
But I mean, how would you do that? Like, you just
Is there
looking
something
at
you
it?
could cast?
I mean, is it something he could put on.
You should try putting it on you.
So you take your armor off and then put this armor on?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if how long that takes.
It'll just take a couple of minutes.
I was just reading a Batman Superman comic where Lex Luthor said that he could smell magic. So can we smell it?
Can Barney smell magic? How about now?
Or smell anything. Like maybe if it's like a familiar scent.
So Barney's like a dog sniffing at it. Yeah, I mean, it'll take a little while to take your armor off and put it on, but you can definitely try that.
Hey, Barney, while you're naked, I do want to warn you, this is Dracula's armor. It might carry some weird sort of weight to it.
We don't know if it's Dracula's armor necessarily.
True, but it could have some sort of curse, you know? Just be careful, because, like, Carol died because of that belt that attached to her. We don't know what's going on, so let's, like, really thoroughly look this thing over before you put it on there.
Can I, maybe do an Arcana, like, check on it to see if I notice anything or just feel any sort of energy?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
That's a 10.
It's hard to tell. There is a lot of magic everywhere, in general around the Vamp Spire. There's a lot of unexplained things. So it's hard to tell if this is emanating magic directly itself or if it's part of the something else that's strong in the area. Your armor that you normally wear is heavy armor, right?
It is.
So, and the reason I'm asking is specifically in the player's handbook. Thank you, Ben. Ben sent me the section. Putting on heavy armor takes about 10 minutes, just FYI.
Whoa.
That's if you take the time to fully do it. And then to take it off takes about 5 minutes. So it would take 5 minutes to take it off and then 10 minutes to put the next one on.
Could we just maybe look at the armor and see, like, could I look at the helmet and see if there's like any hair stuck in it? Like, you know how like if you put something on your head and you take it off, it might.
Yeah.
Snag.
CSI Vamp Spire.
Did his mom maybe write his name in the tag?
Make an investigation check, Elga.
15.
You take a look through the helmet and really analyze it. And there are some dark hairs inside of it.
Dark hairs. Okay.
From a metagame perspective, put Chris out of his misery, because I see an opportunity for an armor upgrade. Is this something that could even fit Barney? Is this something that we have the potential to acquire?
It's human size, sure. Why not?
I think it'd be kind of cool if you were red armor.
I was just say, if this is Dracula's armor and we find Dracula and Barney is wearing his armor, I'm not explaining that
He's
to
a
him.
cosplayer.
It might also be helpful while going around the Vamp Spire.
Oh yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, it's Dracula," and then you go, "Hi, I'm Dracula, Barney Farty."
Dracula Barney.
I mean, I just kind of start by just putting on the helmet, see if I feel how that goes.
What does Dracula sound like, Miss Piggy?
So you don't normally wear a helmet, right? So you don't have to take anything off.
No.
It's just a matter of putting it on.
Popping it on.
Yeah. You pick up the helmet and put it on your head. Make me a dexterity check, Barney.
The faceplate comes clanging down. Does it bump your nose?
It's a 9.
The helmet wrestles itself and fights against you trying to put it onto your head, and then flies out of your hand back to the suit of armor.
More than magic armors.
Okay, so maybe we're not supposed to put this on.
Possibly not.
But you said these things are knocked over by a door? Is that what you had mentioned?
They didn't get
Next
knocked
to
over
it.
by the door. It's knocked over next to the door.
Next to the door.
Next door we
Okay.
came in.
Gotcha.
Can I do a cool handshake with the armor?
Make a dexterity. I'll let you choose. Performance. Yeah, make a performance check. Yeah.
Okay.
For cool handshake. It's the first ever in D&D, I think.
18.
Nice.
You tried to do a cool. Do you want to describe your cool handshake?
Yeah, I come in wide, grab it at the hand, pull it in. Then I pull it out, and then I do like that clap on your palms,
Yeah.
and then we fist bump, and then we go kapoo, explosion.
You like, do
La, la, la,
like
la.
jazz
La,
hands.
la,
Yeah.
la, 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 yes.
Yeah. The hand follows in perfect sync with you and then pulls away.
This armor's chill, y'all. This armor's cool.
It's chill.
Do you know, are there any like windows or anything like that where you could see outside in this room?
No windows.
There's been no windows this entire building.
I'm just wondering if like we know, because this is supposed to be at the very tippy top, right? That we're supposed to be going
That's the
to.
direction your dad said.
But like, could we tell? I don't know how we would tell if we're like at the top.
Does anybody have a, what do they call those things? The elevation
An altimeter?
altimeter.
Altimeter?
That's the one.
Altimeter?
Whatever he says.
I don't know.
He's the pilot.
Yeah, I was going to
An
say.
altimeter.
Where's the blood pool?
You, as far as you know, yes, for a couple of reasons. You all did not see a way to go any higher, and you've been, as far as you know, everywhere up here now. And who went out? Elga, you went out as a bat earlier. You know that at the very top of the Vamp Spire, there were chimneys and ways for the bats to come in and out of the Vamp Spire, as well as bells at the top of the Vamp Spire. So you assume you must be near the top, if not at the very top.
Okay, so this
And our ears
maybe-
popped.
This
Yes.
might be Dracula's room after all.
And there's, what we keep looking around?
Pool of blood.
Yeah.
Where's pool of blood?
Yeah, what's near the pool of blood?
When you come in, the pool of blood is off to your left, kind of in the southwest corner of the room. And you see an extensive pool of blood cascading between two wooden partitions.
Oh, like an actual pool. Like not just like blood on the ground, like a pool of blood.
Once past the partitions, there appears to be a golden tub that's overturned, presumably the source of the vast pool of blood. And next to the tub is a cracked full-length mirror splattered with blood.
So no one skinned their knee. This is a fountain of feature of this room.
A bathtub
Yes.
that had blood, and the blood has spilled over because somebody
It's been overturned.
overturned. And then there's a mirror.
That was cracked,
cracked.
and has a splatter of blood.
Yes.
The blood, is it, how congealed and like coagulated is it?
Make an investigation check.
Cool words.
I assume Barney's asking this leading, trying to figure out how long it's been here.
Yeah, 8. So
It still seems to be fairly fresh, not super congealed.
Can I just do something?
Yeah.
I got a little, I hate it. Is it a hemogoblin? Is this a hemo? Can I check if this is a hemogoblin?
Make me an investigation check too. You're specifically checking for hemogoblin.
Yes.
And while he's doing that, could I go over to the mirror?
Yeah.
9.
It's not a hemogoblin.
Not a hemogoblin.
Well, you only rolled a 9, so it could be.
I know for a fact this is not a hemogoblin.
Okay, we're safe.
Could I go look at the mirror?
Yeah.
Could I see, like, what kind of splatter is it? Like, does it look like someone bumped into it, or like,
Maybe a bloody nose snot rocket.
or like a handprint kind of thing?
I want to go full Dexter on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk up and
Analyzing the splatter.
make me an investigation check as well.
That is a 17.
It's cracked and spidered all over the place, almost like it fell and then was, put upright again.
Oh.
Are there footprints anywhere? Like bloody footprints?
Make an investigation check.
There must have been something very chaotic going on in here.
I mean, there was an earthquake.
Oh, that's true. But someone picked the mirror back up, though.
Yeah.
So someone must have been in here recently.
You all should leave the investigation to Elga, apparently.
Yeah, that's why I haven't done one. That's why I haven't done an investigation the entire time we've been in this room.
I mean, you have a +1. I have a +0, but I do have advantage.
you have advantage.
Yeah.
My little glasses.
If you're
Yeah,
close.
you don't notice any footprints. So while you're looking at, I'm gonna step back to Elga for a second.
Okay.
While you're looking at the mirror, trying to figure out what happened here, your eyes go back to the blood splatter, and you see that the blood splatter actually has numbers written in it.
What?
The numbers 930.
930. Does that mean anything to Elga?
Make me a wisdom check.
18. Oh, sorry, 19.
You remember, Elga, your mother set those numbers.
Did she?
She asked for Quiffley to bring the 930.
Oh, so wine.
Oh.
What? They were offering us the party wines, and we were like, "Oh, it's a red, it's a Merlot," and we were like, "Oh, that's all."
Yeah, I'm saying, what? Why is the wine number on this broken mirror?
Well, because when you're in the wine business, you date it, so it's like, I want the
No,
1957.
I'm
like,
asking
it's
why
written in
it's-
blood.
Why is it written in blood on this
Oh,
mirror?
On the mirror.
Because maybe maybe the blood that's on the ground is the wine, and someone's like, "Oh, rest in peace, the 930."
When someone asks a question, you could just say, "I don't know, John."
No, he refuses.
Zip.
The improv's not about just lying to me.
I also find it kind of strange. That Dracula had a mirror right next to his bathtub.
That is a little strange, isn't
That's
it?
a weird placement.
No, I totally
I guess
flexed
he
under
likes
the
to
bath.
watch himself take a bath.
I can't remember. Does Elga have a reflection?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think we established that.
Okay. So it's 930 written in blood, like on the mirror,
Yes?
like
Yeah.
and it's like, does it look like it's like someone did it with their finger, or like how does it look like it's written?
Yeah.
So you look at it again to try to figure out how it's written on here. And yeah, it looks like someone traced it out. Potentially, it could be traced out with a finger.
Oh, really quick. I close the door.
Oh, okay.
Screw your Sferatus.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
will.
the glass.
Eat my butt.
Wouldn't-
I'm floating.
Wouldn't they
That doesn't
know?
matter.
Wouldn't they know it's there already, though?
But they didn't
17.
say. Okay, yeah, you're floating over there, and then you remember at the last second about the glass and float over it and close the door.
I'm floating this entire time.
Can I vibe with the mirror and see if there's anything magic about it? I want to talk to it. Like it could be a magic mirror.
Let's talk to it then.
Mirror, mirror on the floor. Who's
What's up?
Who just went and closed that door? If it says Mateed, then we know it's magic.
Mateed.
No, I'm kidding. No. You get no response.
That was the most primordial scream ever from Blaine. You almost made his day, Gus.
Oh no! I made my day though.
Can Barney check out the fireplace?
Yeah, why not?
Can Mateed ponder kicking Barney into the fireplace?
No.
Just ponder.
There's nothing wrong with pondering.
We aren't our thoughts. We are our actions.
Thoughts sometimes can be kept in your head.
Call
but in
the
an audio
void.
podcast, I gotta let people know that Mateed's thinking about.
Whenever
kicking.
Mateed is thinking, just have an echoey like sound effect going.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should kick Barney.
So everyone's looking at the mirror, and like a typical old man, Barney's cold, so he begins walking over to the fireplace to warm up a little bit. It's a white marble fireplace that's blazing with a scarlet fire.
I'm not getting colder as I get older, but that just might be because I live in Austin, Texas.
You're also not old enough yet.
Scarlet, I think in fires typically is more like orange and yellow. Is it like?
Yeah, there is sometimes red in fire, but this one definitely is redder than normal.
Okay. And is there a lot of heat coming from it? Like,
Yeah, good amount of heat. Feels nice on your old bones.
Does this look like a normal fireplace to you, Barney?
no, this is not a normal fire.
It's got to be a portal, right?
Jump in.
You're fire resistant.
I am fire resistant.
Yeah, try sticking your.
Just full send flying squirrel it. I dare you.
I'm gonna go.
He won't do it. He's a coward.
I dare
you
you.
guys, I'm gonna do it now.
Is it burning on wood?
It's so easy.
I can see in his face
So
he wants
easy.
to.
That's stupid.
Do it. I'll pay you an emo piece.
I'm gonna go join Barney to help him investigate this fire thing.
Is it burning on wood? Like, what's it?
Yeah, there's wood in the fireplace.
Can I dip my tail into the fire?
That's your temp check of everything.
Yeah, it's my tail. I don't need it.
Are you asking them or are you asking me?
Asking you. I don't need that.
I mean, yeah,
permission.
you can totally put your
I'm gonna talk to Mateed.
tail in there. Oh yeah, you dip your tail into the fire. I mean, there's no saving throw for that. You're putting yourself right in it. The intense heat does burn you. However, you are fire resistant, so you take 3 points of fire damage.
So I take 1 point. Of fire.
No. You take 3. I rolled a 7, so you take 3.
I have a thaumaturgy, and I can cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color. Can I try and dim the flames and see? Just because I imagine if they're like normal fire, I would be able to do it. If it's magical, I may not.
Doesn't thaumaturgy also work on magical fire?
I don't know.
I assume it does. It's just any fire.
Barney's setting the mood lighting. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can try it. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you caused the flames to dim significantly, Barney. Make me a perception check, Barney.
Dracula's in the fire.
12.
As you're staring at it, you're watching it diminish and get smaller. You swear you can see like the fire almost go out. Like it really flickers as if it's hit by like an intense gust of air, and then it regains itself.
A gust of air from what direction?
Maybe from the west?
Could I
Grab the little girl that has special investigative abilities for things up close.
Hold my eyes up to it.
Yeah.
Guides her face.
There's something, maybe an opening to the west.
Could I take a look?
Yeah, just to the west of the fireplace is that painting you were investigating earlier, Elga.
Oh, opens a painting.
Okay, yeah, let's try looking around, see if it like comes off at all. Opens.
Oh, like pulling at it?
Yeah, or like any check
Like a
around if there's
secret
buttons.
door.
Yeah, make me a perception check, both Elga and Barney, since you're right there looking at it.
They found a gust of wind.
24.
Hey.
8.
I know it's a bad joke when Gus goes,
Hey.
It's true.
So Barney, as you're looking, both Barney and Elga, you're pulling at it, trying to like shove the painting around. It doesn't seem to budge at all. However, Barney, you notice a little corner of the canvas rippling in the air, like as if it's being hit by wind. And as you're looking at it, a sheet of paper floats by.
Can I kick the painting?
Let Barney finish.
So the painting itself is rippling,
Yeah.
and then a sheet of paper, like
Floated by on the wind. Yeah.
like
okay,
a Forrest
grab
Gump
the paper.
situation.
Yeah, you pick it up and it's a piece of sheet music.
Okay, maybe you play piano. No, you play
We got
piano.
an organist.
Here you go. Okay, what's on the music? Is it labeled?
Yeah, does it have like a title?
Yeah, it's titled Sonata of Sacred Lips by Bram S. Van Helsing.
Oh, Van Helsing. That was the guy that was trying to. They like let us pass because they said it was Van Helsing earlier.
That's you. Wink, wink.
Wink, 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 wink.
Oh,
wink,
yeah, you
blink,
wrote
blink,
this.
Blink. Is there an organ or a musical instrument around?
Yeah, it's a dirty piano.
Yeah, it's a dusty piano.
Can I play it?
Yeah. You walk over to it. The dusty piano is just a little to the west from the painting. So it's in the center on the north wall is the fireplace. To the west of that's the painting, and to the west of that's the piano. And so it's a dusty piano, and all of its keys are painted black.
I play the sheet music.
Yeah, make me a investigation check.
It's Sonata of Sacred Lips.
Yes.
Knowing that Blaine doesn't actually read sheet music, I would love to have Blaine handed sheet music and then just have him take just a wild guess.
And go.
20.
At what it is.
I could sing it. I used to be in choir.
Did you do sight reading?
Yeah.
You want to try that again with more confidence?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
20.
You sure did.
Dirty 20, as Barbara would say.
Third.
Yeah, you're looking at the piano and at the sheet music, and you notice some of the keys aren't dusty like the rest of it. And what's more, they're wet, but not with blood.
Tears.
The liquid is transparent and salty to the taste.
It is.
Ew. Why did I test the taste?
Gus, is this someone with some sweaty palms like you and me?
It could be a sweaty high five.
Yeah.
Just eroding the keys.
Dude, because I know sheet music, Chipani, does the keys that are still kind of like wet correlate to the sheet music at all?
Yeah, the keys that are wet and not dusty are the E, G sharp, A, and B flat.
Of course, my favorites.
sharp.
I think you did
A.
say a
And B
chord a
flat.
while. What chord did you say?
B.
B minor. That's what you said. B minor.
You said A and B flat?
That is B flat, right? Did I say that right? Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm not a music person either.
While Chip's looking at the piano, could Barney light a candle and then try and follow the wind to find the source of it?
Yeah, do you have a candle?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And we have fire.
And when I light it with that fire, is it still red like that, or is it normal colored?
It appears to be normal colored, like the candle.
What was the key? What was the sheet music?
Oh, I slacked Blaine the sheet music if he wants to perform it for us.
Here it comes.
Yes.
Sonata of Sacred Lips, performed by Chip Haney.
Okay.
Choir time for Blaine.
Ting, 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 ting. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
You didn't send the sheet music. You just sent the notes.
I sent the notes.
Wait. I can do this. Here, I'll help you out. Ready?
Oh, do you have a piano on your phone?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, ooh la la.
Great.
Yeah.
Everything's coming together.
I'm going to give you the first key.
Okay.
And then you'll go from that, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe if you do this, something will open.
I think so.
While you're setting that up, Barney, you do light the candle and follow it, and it appears to be coming from the painting itself, from the corner of the painting.
The painting is blowing air.
Yeah,
Like
it seems to be like emanating from the painting
Okay.
somehow.
Oh.
Here's your starting pitch.
All right. Give me the piano.
No, it has all the keys on it. Okay, yeah, ready?
Boo! Boo!
Inspiration die for Blaine. Yes.
Micah, I can't wait to hear what song that will be.
I'm the biggest fan of Blaine Gibson. Let it be known. What was it again, actually?
Yeah,
I can actually play it since we have this.
Yeah,
thing.
show
What
it,
is it?
Show it to John and
Oh,
let
yeah.
him play it.
It's. Nope, wrong one.
Oh,
That sounded cool.
Wait, I'm doing it wrong. I'm not used to playing on like this little tiny thing right here.
Phone keyboard.
And then it's.
And with that, you hear a loud gong, and a large bell resonates to the north and shakes the room. The portrait on the northern wall slides behind the fireplace, revealing a secret chamber.
Yeah!
is that where the wind was?
Fire explodes.
Every single Sriracha shows up at the same time.
Two chopsticks.
Barney had a little goat.
Bingo. Okay.
This painting just opens! Chip, whatever you did, it worked!
Yay!
First try.
I'm gonna pack away the sheet music and the bum bag, and then does this correlate with what Barney was doing with the candle?
Well, the candle was. I determined that the painting itself was blowing the wind.
so then there
yeah.
was indeed a
A door behind it.
yeah.
A door or is a
passageway.
magical painting of some kind.
Cool. Is there anything else in this room that
Do we want to close it behind us?
If we can, yeah.
Well, maybe we should go inside first.
I go through the opening.
Okay.
I follow.
Okay.
Mateed?
Barney, Mateed?
I'm following. Sorry, I totally disassociated there for about a second.
I saw that
Did you
too.
see me? I was not here for about 10 seconds there. I don't know where I went.
I think that music that Micah sent was like John's activation music.
Winter Soldier.
Barney will go through.
Okay.
And I guess what do we see on the other side?
Yeah, you enter a towering torchlit hall housing 3 massive bells hanging in the rafters in a triangle. At the far northern end of the room is a pale man draped in a black cloak, unmoving.
Could I recognize if this is Dracula?
Yeah, you do recognize this, Elga. It appears to be Dracula.
And sorry, he's hanging upside down?
What?
No.
Never said that.
Sorry.
He said he's a pale man draped in a cloak, unmoving.
Yeah, he's.
I heard draped. I heard like my brain went to upside, like draped
Like
upside.
Batman.
Yeah, he's dressed.
Are your drapes upside down?
Well, I don't know. How do you? Someone?
Martin, that's just a stereotype of vampires that is upside down.
So from here, you can't see too much. He's on the other side of the room, but he's lying motionless on the ground.
Could I run up to him?
Yeah, you run up across the room, and you see, as you get closer, you can tell it definitely is Dracula. It's a pale man with well-groomed hair, dressed in a black cloak that glistens red on the inside, as if trickling with blood. His eyes are closed, and he's lying motionless on the ground. One hand is holding an empty vein bottle.
Vein bottle?
Like the vein things that we
Does it have the number 930 on it?
Make me an investigation check.
Maybe it's poison.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
11.
I think we have to kiss now.
Yeah, it does have a very fancy label that says 930.
Can I determine if he's dead? Like dead?
Make a medicine check? Question mark.
Yeah.
Because if he has no pulse, we're like, oh, thank God, he's still Dracula.
Right.
Oh no, his heart's beating.
That's a 15. And here's what I could do if I don't determine anything normally. I have a piece of silver, and I could like press it lightly up against stuff.
I mean, that just drains their energy.
Well, wouldn't it like hurt? Yeah, does it just drain their energy, or would it like burn them?
It would hurt. However, your medicine check was sufficient. You know, Dracula is not dead, re-dead.
Not actual dead.
Yeah.
Then if he's on his last limb, maybe we should not do the silver.
Is he laying down, like face down?
No, on his back.
Do we have any like potions or something that would help with this? Like, were we ever given? I think I might have a healing potion.
Wouldn't Dracula want blood though?
Oh, is there any chance that Chip Haney would have, you know, because it's such a pivotal, like, core moment in his life, would have memorized the smell of that poison that was in Carol's thing?
Well, I mean, Chip worked for many years as an assassin, so he would have intimate knowledge of all of this stuff. So I would say he would definitely remember that.
Check the bottle for the same poison.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and you tasted it.
Who are you pointing at? You're pointing at someone.
Elga, because you tried to suck it out of Carol.
Oh, right.
And you had to do like a check.
Yeah. I felt a little gross.
All right, let's figure this out. Is this the poison? Is this Eddie?
Make a investigation check for me, Chip.
Okay.
We'll deal with that first, and then if necessary, we'll deal with Elga.
It's a 13.
No, you do not smell any poison in this bottle.
You said he has wounds of some sort?
Nope. He never said that. He said he's holding the bottle.
He is not upside down, and he does not have
all
wounds.
the blood and stuff. I was like, and
He doesn't have any blood.
He doesn't
on
have
him.
any blood.
oh,
So, guys, he's wearing orange parachute pants and he's holding a trident made of Jello.
You know, Dracula stuff.
Okay.
So here's what I'm confused about, amongst many things. He's holding this bottle. It says 930, which is the bottle that Elga's mother asked Quiffley to get. And it's also written on that mirror, so it's like,
She has to get it for who?
for us
Yeah.
to like celebrate.
Your mommy's bad.
Was she bad? But also, I'm curious, like, who would write it on the mirror?
Dracula.
Like, is he trying to give us a clue? Is someone trying to say, like,
He might have like swigged it, known that it's poison, tried to do the little thingy there to like let someone know what did it, and then he stumbled into his secret room.
Can I check Dracula's?
This is a theory.
Can I check Dracula's fingers for blood from finger painting time?
It sounded like you said Dracula's fingers.
I'm just very excited.
Yeah, make a investigation check. Why not?
Another
What's the button I have to push to see investigation view, so I can see all the fingerprints on the ground?
22.
nice?
It's a right bumper.
Thank you.
You see some on his hand, but it seems like it's not just on one finger. It's on like all four, and like on his palm. Like he's got a lot on his hand.
Does this match any of the stuff from the piano? Has he been crying? Are his eyes puffy?
Well, no, it wasn't blood on the piano. It was
Right, it was not blood.
tears.
What would happen if perhaps you gave him some blood?
Yeah, sure.
I still have my sippy cup of satiation.
There you go.
Before they, or if you could, Barney take his chains and wrap them around Dracula.
Why?
Dracula might give you a good guy.
Because I don't.
He's passed out, Barney. He's not gonna hurt us.
Yeah, not maybe if he wakes up.
Are you gonna like put it around his body, around his hands? Like, paint me a picture.
Well, put it around his body, and I'd use one of those nails and like bend the nail so that it like keeps
an
it
extra
from,
link.
Yeah,
Yeah, you kind of like put a bend into it.
yeah.
Yeah, you start, messing around, trying to put this stuff on Dracula. And as you're doing that, he very quickly shoots up and sits up and screams,
Aha! You've come for another bout, you behemoth of scales.
and he lashes out at you with a weapon he had hidden,
Okay.
hitting AC 29.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah. He hits you with his pike, Barney. Doing...
Is he drunk?
We'll address that in a second, huh?
We all assumed it was poison, but he could have just drank it.
He just having, he was having a night.
He's like, note to self, by the 9:30.
16 points of piercing damage.
This is good.
16?
16.
Yeah,
60?
16.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And all of you make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma. Okay.
Charisma saving throw. I rolled an 11 on that.
I also rolled an 11.
I rolled. Not 11.
I-
That's 7.
I rolled a 13, and I might have some sort of thing that can help me. I don't. No, I don't. I don't. Go on.
Yeah, he lashes out with a pike that he had on his person.
He has a fish.
So as he strikes at you, Barney, the pike lets out a really loud shriek of supersonic energy that hurts all of your heads.
It is a fish. It's a screaming fish.
And then everyone takes 7 points of damage.
7 points of what damage?
Supersonic damage.
You stop it.
Thunder damage.
I had a
That's it.
7 temp HP, which now is gone.
That's addition to the.
Correct.
Okay.
I made you.
Ah, he's drunk.
Dracula or more like Druncula, am I right, everybody?
Inspiration die.
I have uncanny dodge when an attacker you can see hits you with an attack. You can use the reaction to half the attack's damage.
It doesn't hit. It's like an area of effect. It's not like a
Okay, I'm
targeted
sorry.
thing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
that's fine,
min-max.
that's
It's annoying.
I've impaled you once, you fanged fire breather, and I shall do it again. Drago.
Oh, he's like having like flashbacks.
I think you are thinking we are someone else, and we are not the person who you fought before.
He turns away from you.
Come now, Bran. Show yourself and aid me once more. Let's send them all back into the ground.
That's Van Helsing.
Bram, what did you do with Bram?
Bram?
Bram Van Helsing.
Van Helsing.
Yeah, I'll double check the sheet music. That's Bram Van Helsing was the name, right?
Was it Bram Helsing or Van Helsing?
Bram
Yeah, what
Van
was on
Helsing.
the sheet
Yeah.
music? Could you look at it, Chip?
Yes, that's what. Yeah.
Bram S. Van Helsing.
Bram S. Van
He,
Helsing.
he writes wonderful lullabies.
Maybe they were lovers.
And then he like turns back and faces you all, somehow a little unsteady on his feet.
So he's drunk. Why is he drunk? Do you guys get drunk?
What are you doing here?
We came to find you.
Well, here I am.
So, we've heard that you've been acting kind of weird.
You're acting weird.
This is fantastic.
Okay, well, I don't know how
We
to
finally found the
deal.
guy we need to talk to, and he is inebriated out his butt.
You're inebriated out of your butt.
Does anyone have anything that could like?
Is there a cold shower close by? Maybe some bread?
Do you have any coffee?
Oh, no.
I think I stole that from Micah from
Nice.
an earlier intro.
Where's Mud when you need him?
I have something in my inventory called Baltour de Mint.
Wait, we're in like the room with a bunch of bells?
Yeah.
Don't, he's hungover. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I go up and kick the bells a bunch.
What? What?
I don't know. I'm just trying stuff.
Yeah, they're massive bells yoked high in the rafters, arranged in a triangle. They appear to be crafted with bronzed waists, blackened clappers, and red lips. And dangling from each bell are silk ropes, maybe pulleys.
Yeah, I pull bell number 2, bell number 1, and then bell number 3.
Okay, the belfry you're in the bell tower begins resonating with the sounds of the bells ringing. Everyone,
I start yelling, "Sanctuary!"
Wait, but you said something was a lip. What does that mean in this
The
situation?
design.
it's like the rim around
Oh,
the
like the edge.
Yeah,
Is that sacred lips? Could be this. Or,
Oh!
these are sacred lips.
Wait, how many notes were on your thing? No, it was more than 3 notes.
Yeah. Well, it opened the room to the sacred
Oh,
lips.
that's smart. Inspiration dice to Barbara.
She already had. I just gave her one.
I'll give you another one.
Everyone make me a Constitution save.
Me?
Yeah, everyone.
16.
16. Use your dice.
13.
Use your dice like a big boy.
Oh yeah, thank you. I just need to see my modifier.
+5.
7. However, I have a Constitution thingy that helps me be constitutive.
You're also drunk.
I'm not
Mateed's
drunk.
taken to the bottle.
Maybe I don't.
The pottle?
I know I have something on my sheet that says Constitution, but whatever. What happens?
The sound is so loud it like shakes you to your core. It makes you unable to concentrate or think for a little while.
Okay.
You weren't thinking straight anyways, Mateed.
I like bells.
Does that happen to just Mateed?
Yeah, everyone else rolled well enough. Dracula's covering his ears with his hands and like squeezing his eyes really
Did that
closed
sober
really
him up
tight.
at all?
He still seems a little unsure on his feet.
Could I take my sippy cup of satiation and stick the straw in his mouth and give him some sips?
Yeah, why not? As his eyes are closed and he's covering his ears, so you stick the straw from the sippy cup in his mouth. He instinctively begins drinking.
And this should regain 4d4 plus 4 hit points for him.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that for me.
He's becoming more powerful.
So that's going to be 9 plus 4, so that will be 13 HP.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to have a restorative effect. He seems a little more sure-footed, isn't swaying as much on his feet. Then his eyes open and looks at all of you all and says,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Were you celebrating, Dracula?
You've been hitting the bottle a little bit there.
Yeah.
Oh, I've much on my mind. Many regrets.
and he looks at you all, each of you directly in the eyes.
Bonjour, my name is Mathieu Confucius. We are here on behalf of Monsieur Von Brath, who is currently incarcerated in your Sylvan.
I am his esteemed counsel.
Hot.
Barney doesn't say anything.
And that's Barney. He probably won't talk to you. He's got a bit of an attitude towards vampires for many reasons.
You have to understand. It was over 1,000 years ago, and we were all delirious when we arrived. Back then, it was the Adrian Van Rieper, Imhotep, Dr. Frank Victor and his brother Stein, the Blob, Nessie, the Wolfman, myself, and of course, my half-brother Hugo.
That's when you do the peace treaty?
Yes, of course. It was difficult. None of us could recall our lives from before, just vague impressions and details. We were all scrambling for answers, nearly at each other's throats with threats. That's when we came upon a man, a human man, and his family at the edge of some farmland. I tried asking the man where we were and how we had arrived here, but he wouldn't say. In retrospect, it was simple miscommunication, but tensions were high. Hugo, my half-brother, flew off the handle and took the man's family as ransom. I think he thought this would motivate the man to loosen his tongue, but it had the opposite effect. The man did nothing. He stood frozen and didn't follow after us. I don't think I ever saw the man again. Until today.
And Dracula looks straight at you, Barney.
Sorry doesn't begin to express my guilt and regret for not stepping in. I could have stopped Hugo, but blood is thicker than water. As I understand it, they're all still here. Hugo kept them for himself, put them to use. I wanted no part in it. I was more focused on searching for meaning in this world. I found faith in something bigger than me. I became a devoted believer in the Great Maw. I now know it was what we now call Phonolog. That's also where I met the man who inspired me with such devotion and fierce fervor like I had never witnessed before. Abraham Stoker Van Helsing. Or as I called him, Bram. He was a man of unfathomable faith and persistent passion. I couldn't help but fall in love with him. But it wasn't just our spirituality we had in common. We were both skilled warriors. Between Hugo, Bram, and myself, there wasn't a beast alive or undead that could match our power and passion. But none of us were ever satisfied, each in our own ways. It wasn't until later that I learned that the root of Bram's passionate faith was an unhealthy obsession with a way out of this world, a life beyond this one. He hoped, or rather was convinced, that his faith would free him from this world, a world plagued with monstrosities and bloodshed. He was unshaken with the belief that if he baptized himself in Groteth's sacred lake, Loch Saceness, then he would be rewarded with a world beyond this one. For weeks I tried to dissuade him, thinking it was going to change his mind. But I couldn't stop him. He took the plunge and we never found his body. Not only did my love die that day, but so did my faith and hope for this world. Now I leave it to those who are still devoted, like this Ferratu. As for my half-brother, well, he couldn't outrun his past of misdeeds. His ravenings caught up to him, and none of you will ever have to worry about Hugo again. I only wish I had done something sooner.
Barney pulls up a crossbow and aims it right at his chest. You express regret?
Oh, very much.
But you've done nothing? You're complicit.
Sounds
You're
like you didn't do anything either, Barney.
Barney gives the most... it looks at you like he's never looked at you before.
Could I grab the crossbow out of his hand?
You can make like a strength check to see if you're able to grab it. And then Barney, if you want to hold on to it, you can also make a strength check as well.
18.
I share a very uncomfortable look with Mateed. The party's fighting.
17.
Yeah. Elga very quickly. Elga's really super strong. She's able to grab it quickly out of your hand, Barney, before you have time to think. And Dracula says,
I wouldn't blame you. I did not perform the actions myself, however I waited too long to carry out justice.
You did nothing.
I wish I had done something sooner.
You did nothing.
But I am trying to rectify my past mistakes now.
Wait a second. You're saying that you and your friends, or you and your companions...
That's like half-brother and then...
Well, no, I'm going way back. All the people, like the blob and all of that, you don't remember how you came to this land?
No, we don't.
That is interesting.
Very, very vague recollections.
Is there anything to do with the Ma and the Pa?
Wait, what is the Ma? I do not know what this Ma is. Is a deity of some kind?
I believe that the Maw provides order and provides a way to better ourselves.
Did you meet the Ma?
No.
Then what inspired you to make a treaty together from the Ma? How'd you discover the Ma? Who told you about it? There's some nice people in white shirts and ties come and talk to you about it with the book? Did they knock on your door and...
They came on bicycles?
Yeah, they came on bicycles.
We learned from those who were here before us. The dragons.
Oh, did you kill the dragons?
Well, they're no longer here. That was yet another mistake in a line of many.
Okay.
I also am assuming the painting we saw was of Dracula, Bram, and Hugo.
Oh, ask him.
The painting in your room, Dracula, is that you, Bram and Hugo?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Problem solved.
With that, you start to hear footsteps and about 10 Sferatu rush into the room.
What would have clued them in to come here into this room where the bells are?
Maybe all the ringing of
we
bells.
would never know. We would never know.
Is Hugo's last name Vixie by any chance?
Well, before you get a chance to get an answer to that, the Sferatu address you all. And you hear a loud voice booming throughout all of Vangpick.
The tribunal is about to commence. Those wishing to provide testimony should proceed to the capillary at once.
Dracula, you need to help me. They're going to persecute my father.
Prosecute.
Prosecute.
You're
Prosecute.
Suddenly you care about family?
Oh, shut up, Barney.
The bells have rung. It must begin. You should come and provide testimony.
I go up and I'm still up there. I ring the bells again. Does that negate?
We must proceed with double time.
I do it again.
Quadruple time.
There's got to be a.
Wait, I thought this was the next morning though that they were gonna do that. Has it been like
I
a
think
whole?
I expedited it.
I
The bells have been rung.
amongst all the chaos, I pull Barney to the side and say, I know, pal, this is a real complicated mess, my friend.
We will get your family, Barney. They are here.
Barney looks at you and says, if you get between me and my family again, we're at.
How have I ever gotten between you and your family?
What you just did.
From stopping you killing Dracula?
I didn't kill. I'm trying to find out answers and you're trying to stop me.
No, I'm trying to keep you from killing the one person who has the answers.
You did not. What you did is you're interrupting my business.
Of killing the person who can give you the answers?
Did I kill him?
You almost did.
Did I kill him, yes or no?
Barney, no, of course not.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay. I mean, Ma.
Great Ma. The Sferatu kind of put some space between you. A couple of Sferatu stand between you and begin guiding you all to the doors that you had just entered from.
Dracula, can you come with us to help?
Well, yes. I must oversee the tribunal.
But can you go in favor of Count Van Brath because he's a good dude.
Judgment will be passed against the accused on the side of justice.
I go in for a handshake with Dracula, and when he takes his hand back, there's a hemo piece in his hand.
Ooh, big
Trying to pass it
spender.
And I wink at him.
Left or right eye?
Left.
Oh.
The best way.
Okay. Yeah, Dracula.
What do I roll to see if I fixed everything?
Make a persuasion check.
I rolled a 2.
What's your modifier? 18?
Modifier of 18. Persuasion plus 2, so 4.
You did it.
Do you advise me to use my inspiration dice for this moment?
He puts the hemo piece back in your hand and says,
Justice cannot be swayed.
and he's escorted out of the room by the Sferatu.
I just want to remind you, Barney, they also did not kill your family. They are here. You have seen them with your own 2 eyes.
Turned them into slaves. They stole them and turned them into slaves.
Well, he did, and Dracula didn't. He said Hugo did.
Yeah,
Remember?
he was there.
You were also there.
Barney, there's been a lot of mistakes that were made, and is he super innocent? No, but he's also not the sole person that's responsible and is guilty. But I understand the emotions are high. This is a super stinky situation, but I do think right now we need to gear Dracula to work in our favor, and then we can pass judgment if the time comes to that. But for now, I think we gotta just play it cool. Don't make any rash, sudden movements, decisions. Okay. I'm gonna leave. Okay, bye-bye, gang.
Do you head to the capillary then,
Yes.
Chip?
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading that way.
And everyone? Okay. You all walk out, to the south, and the iron door to the capillary is open wide, and you enter that same wide antechamber with a font of blood in the center. You notice as the other counts enter, they dip 2 fingers in the blood and touch their fangs. Beyond the font, you pass through an archway into a long triangular hall with barbed columns, rows of pews, stone coffins along the wall, and several red-hot braziers. Bloodstone tiles run northward down the center of the room. And you all are free to sit wherever you like here. I think, Mateed, you might have a favorite seat already in mind.
I sit back next to my friend.
Is he still there?
Is he still there?
Yes, still the same spot.
I sit next to him and I go, DJ, am I right?
What did you say it was?
I don't know.
Thank goodness it's Fang Pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can sit wherever you want, but I assume you all are going to want to sit in that main room.
I'll sit next to my client, Mr. Van Broth. It's up to you if you don't want me to do this.
Von Brath.
So you would have to sit up close to the front end at the northern end of the room.
I am his legal counsel. I would seem so. I think so.
Elga and Barney, do you have any specifications for where in the room you would want to be
Is there
sitting?
something or some place that Elga should sit or stand if she's the one defending him?
You imagine that you will probably be called upon for that.
Okay, so I'll sit somewhere that's easy for me to get up.
Good. Okay.
On the way there, Barney would want his crossbow back.
Elga hands it to him.
I say, okay, just don't point it at anybody who might be able to help us, okay? That's not the way to get answers here.
Don't tell me what to do.
I just did.
As you find your seats, you see a raised dais with black seats arranged in a V, and at the peak, a large bloodstone throne where Count Dracula sits with his head in his hands. You hear another loud gong. 4 Sferatu come marching in from the southern archway down the center aisle. On their shoulders is a silver coffin that gleams in the red firelight. As they reach the steps of the dais, they lay the coffin down, fasten it to silver chains attached to the ground, and take their seats alongside Dracula.
The tribunal for Count von Breath has now commenced. An anonymous informant has come forth and accused Count von Breath of breaking the Vainian vows. He has granted a foreigner entry into the Vamp Spire without permission, smuggled a vampire outside of Vainia without permission, and trafficked silver into Vainia. What does the accused have to say for themselves?
A small trapdoor opens at the head of the coffin and a voice calls out from it.
Not guilty. My actions have been wildly misconstrued. You all know my sterling reputation.
Dracula eyes the coffin with raised eyebrows for a moment, then proceeds.
Very well. We will now proceed with testimonies. Does anyone wish to come forth and testify on behalf of Count von Breath's character or actions?
I do.
Everyone turns and looks at you, Elga. Dracula says,
We recognize Elga von Breath.
Okay, where do I go? I stand up here.
Please step forward.
and he points up front, close to the dais.
Okay, so I'm like an open book. Just feel free to ask me any questions. I'll be happy to answer them.
What experiences do you have to testify to the character of the accused?
Oh, where do I begin? So, my papa is just a wonderful person who's only ever served the Vamp Spire and kept us safe and kept everyone here safe, and just a good person all around, take good care of me and my sister Ravina.
This is exactly how a child would testify.
And he gives us late night snacks.
Yeah, there it is.
And lets us watch TV late at night, in the early morning, should I say. And, he only wanted me to go to, explore the world and also to do, check out the Peace Parade, which I think is good research for us here in Vainia, to know, how the other cultures and people are living. Important things.
Yeah.
The man of culture.
Thank you, Miss Von Breath.
You are welcome. Thank you, may I have my father now.
One father, please.
We await further testimony from Countess Von Breath.
Countess Von Breath steps forward, but as she's walking forward to where how you were at the front of the room, you hear your sister Ravina shout out,
This whole affair is ludicrous! You know my father. He bravely fought in the Draconic Discord. He has been a faithful count in Vainia for hundreds of years, and no one has contributed more to the Vamp Spire's architecture and infrastructure than him. He should be released immediately.
Yeah.
The true culprit of these crimes is in this very room. Someone who left the Vamp Spire and just so happens to arrive back in Vainia on the day my father is accused and apprehended.
I stand up with the guy next to me and go, yes, he's right here. I got him. He's right here.
Elga does that thing where she's like looking all around her because surely she cannot be talking about her.
well, like you, there's whispers and shifty eyes furtively passing around the room.
I am, of course, talking about someone in my own family. My mother.
Oh, that twist.
The whole room erupts into gasps and scoffs, and everyone make me a perception check.
Getting juicy. 21 for Elga.
24.
23.
18.
Those are all really good.
Yeah, we're all perceiving.
As everyone's, gasping and scoffing at these accusations, all four of you notice something in the corner of your eye.
Uh-oh.
You see a battler come in late to the proceedings and sit down in the northeast corner of the room.
What?
Avena continues.
She has always been jealous of my father and simply wants him out of the picture.
Order! That is enough. Miss Von Breath, that is a serious accusation. But if you have no evidence to back up such a claim, I will ask you to return to your seat. Does anyone else wish to testify?
Avena once again sits down and a sneer widens across her face. She and the Countess immediately start quietly going at each other with sharp whispers. A familiar battler steps forward to the dais.
To the same
The way they came in late.
Yes.
Okay.
Count von Breath has been nothing but kind to me ever since we first met. He welcomed me into his home, offered me a job, and I believe he should be free!
The battler lunges at the coffin, and with a ka-chunk, the lid opens. The radiance around the casket subsides, and out steps a pale man with blonde curly hair wearing a top hat, black suit, and a red ascot. Count von Breath addresses you all.
Oh, such hospitality. Why, thank you, Eddie.
And with a whoosh, the battler's robes billow and swirl, transforming into a skinless figure with green veins, green eyes, and a grin of jagged teeth.
Don't mention it, Hugo.
Barbara's face! Barbara's face!
So this is awkward.
I let him suck my finger. I want that blood back. I want my blood back.
Find out if Chip gets his blood back on the next episode
Barbara,
of
my
Tales from the
dad is
Stinky Dragon.
Hugo!
Your
What?
dad is Hugo. Well, find out what happens on the next episode of Tales from the Stinky Dragon. There are many ways little stinkers can support the show: commenting on social media, rating us on podcast services, interacting with us in Discord, or telling friends about the show by word of mouth. Stinkers like Sticky_Charles, Demonic Turtle, Travioli98, Watermelon, and Buggy52. These people are directly supporting the show, and they get access to more great content like Second Wind, interacting with us on our subscriber-only Discord channels and events, and more. Again, we can't thank you enough for your support that lets us make this show. Want to give a quick shout out to a couple of our friends that voiced NPCs in this episode. Voices like Count Dracula, voiced by Andre Ouellette at Andre Krat, K-R-A-T. Count Von Brath, voiced by Trevor Collins at _Trevor C. Avena Von Brath, voiced by Kristen Nelson at Kristen Alin. Eddie, voiced by Andrew Rosas at Mr. Andrew Rosas. And Sfratu, voiced by David Saunier at David_Saunier. The Stinky Dragon channel is managed by Ben Ernst. This episode of Tales from the Stinky Dragon was produced by Kai Cook, written, edited, and composed by Michael Reisinger, with additional editing work by David Saunier. Tune in next time for another thrilling episode of Tales from the Stinky Dragon. Yeah, I could eat like a Oh, let me take it.
Wow.
Leave it in.
Gus gets talking about cheese and all the explicits come out.
I dare you.